Okay, sexy beasts. This is Sheea from Maui, coming to you to talk about something kind of new and different that's been showing up. So, men are starting to come forward wanting to be trained in Tantra so that they can either do it as a business or, just have those skills under their belts, kind of a little bit of a certification, um, to enhance their business, and in case they happen to also be in the business of relationships and love, and they're wanting to add Tantra to it and so forth. So it's been really interesting and very encouraging that, this was always a female dominated business for the most part. I have a handful of men that I know in the industry that are worth mentioning and, have made a name for themselves. And I have found it really interesting that I've had men come forward lately wanting to learn the business. So, as you can imagine, there's a lot of perks. Immediately, men are like, oh, I would love to do that as a business. But, there's definitely more involved than they realize usually, because you really have to be impeccable. Women can sometimes project, it happens just with practitioners and their clients. A lot of times, if stuff's coming up for healing, they can project it onto their practitioner, and you get one bad client and they can really ruin your name if they freak out and like blame you and whatever. And that's not to say that we're going to let fear run the show by any means. It's just something to be aware of. It's not like you can go in and be out of integrity in any way in this business and have a thriving business. You have to know what you're doing, and you have to have some skills and provide a good enough experience because it's pretty much referral based, especially for men. So the way men really make it in this industry is that they're so good at it and give the woman such a good positive experience where they feel safe and they get their needs taken care of. And they find it really healing that they refer their girlfriends. And then that's, usually how what they call a daka, because I'm a dakini, or sometimes they're of the high priest, and, because I'm a high priestess version of things. And so anyway, it's been interesting. Like, I trained a young man, kind of cleaned up what he was offering, so it was more sustainable and cleaner, kind of more the high priest version of things. And he's well on his way, and I've referred a lot of people to him, and he's got a good thing going now. And then I've had a few others approach me that are kind of like, usually they're kind of more naturals toward tantric practice, and one is is a massage therapist, so it kind of makes sense. Well, actually, two of them are massage therapists, and one is kind of more of a lay person. But yeah, two of them are massage therapists, so it's kind of a natural progression if they want to, move forward and start offering more things. Usually, both of those men happen to be pretty hot, I'll say that. Where I think they're having women, kind of interested in more, and wondering if they offer more that way, in a safe way. And so I'm giving them ideas on how they can, do add-ons and start having it be a little bit more sensual. And, safety is definitely the biggest thing that they have to be able to provide, because it can go south really fast if there's any kind of invasion of boundaries or anything like that. But anyway, I'm excited, and I thought I would mention it because it's something that you can get trained to do. And that's something like if you wanted to come to Maui and have like an intensive weekend or a week-long type training to prep you for that, and so that you can start making that something that you offer, then that's something to think about. And then we can continue, on FaceTime, on the phone, whatever, you know, kind of as you're developing and as your questions arise, and you know, because there's different aspects. There's the whole marketing business side of things, and then there's the actual skills of Tantra, hands-on, as well as all the psychological and communication stuff. And I find that, you know, as a pro in the field, having been in this for years and having gone through so many trainings through the years as well, a lot of it is how you language things. I find that when I train someone, a lot of times I'm handing down my specific languaging about specific things, so that when someone's asking you these pointed questions that come up over and over, you know exactly how to answer them and language it in a way that, you know, hits it on the target, kind of, so to speak. And yeah, there's lots of nuances to the business, you know. It's interesting because there's, you know, spiritual and psychological and hands-on techniques, and then, you know, there's couples versus working with men versus working with women. And so, you know, there's just, it's really cool because you can design your sessions the way you want, and you can be like, hey, this is what I offer. I offer this and this. And it might be completely different from what someone else offers. Someone, say, on the white Tantra end, might offer just cuddling and, you know, just a listening ear, and more so. Whereas, like, someone in the pink realm of Tantra might offer, like, sensual massage that maybe isn't, they're new, you know, you're both nude, and then the red Tantra, you know, would be like actual Tantra techniques that are sexual, that they're showing you. And so, you know, I do all of that, and there's lots of options and upgrades and stuffs to see, you know, how far where someone is and how far they want to go in learning the techniques. And everyone has different reasons. Some people come in more for self-care and it's really nurturing to them, and others are really wanting to learn, you know, how to be better with women and how to have more success in the bedroom with women, and just have better performance of their bodies and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just thought I would talk about it because I'm finding it fascinating that it's showing up more, and I wanted to invite you, those of you who are interested in pursuing it, that we can do it online, we can do it on the phone, or, you know, there's probably multiple ways to do it. And you can also come for, you know, some one-on-one in-person training too, because I can download a lot in a short period of time, and we can record it so that, you know, it can actually happen pretty fast. And this is for women too, obviously. I've trained women more than anybody else. It's just that the men are starting to show up too, and it's beautiful. And so, yeah. And that's another option. So many options for you that I offer. So, yeah, you can play in whatever realm of this field you wish to. And so anyway, hopefully that'll be inspiring to you, something to think about. Or I know the women are going to be really happy to, like, my girlfriends were thrilled to, like, have sessions, you know, with these men, because it's like, wow, you know, we have a place we can go to and have our needs met, and, you know, not have to worry about dealing with men who are just wanting everything for nothing. And you know, and it's really all about them for a change. And so it's really nice that women can have a place to go and get their needs met too, instead of it's mostly been a male thing, where men have always been able to go to a brothel or whatever version, a geisha, or throughout the ages, you know, there's been different versions of things. And so, yeah, times are a changing.